D11 Sports presents St. Luke's Sports Medicine Game of the Week.
Good evening and welcome to Blue Mountain High School, home of the Eagles, here for the D11Sports.com High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. My name is Mike Raymond. To my right is Mike Ventola. We'll have the play-by-play and color for this evening's matchup. It is a big matchup here in the Schuylkill League in 5A, Mike, and it's going to be Pottsville. It's going to be Blue Mountain. Now, you and I were at the Schuylkill League title game a year ago. We got to see this Pottsville team. There's a lot of players that are still on the roster from last year's team. Fell a little bit short in that championship game of the Schuylkill League, but they still have Jace Caraballo-Snowell, who's going to be leading them again tonight.
Yeah, when you take a look at Jace Caraballo-Snowell with 10 points per game, the offense really revolves around him. And he is certainly someone that can get to the rim. He's very athletic. He's got some good speed up and down the court. So for Blue Mountain, they could have their hands full. But like you said, for the Crimson Tide, after their performance at Mart's Hall a season ago, they definitely want to shake the fears and get their best here against Blue Mountain.
And Pottsville, of course, has won the first of the two matchups this year. So Blue Mountain has some work to do. And for the Eagles tonight, there's a lot of different players we could be highlighting. But we're going to start with Cade Henninger. He's going to be one of those guys who's going to be a focus for that Pottsville defense.
Yeah, when you take a look at Cade Henninger, this is a kid that can flat out score. He had 43 points against Tamaqua in their last matchup, and he is not only someone who, when talking with Coach Dustin Wirt, that he can score game in and game out, but he's starting to get looks from the college level at the Division III level right now. So it just goes to show you that when you have a young man that is starting to get some looks, it says to a lot what he has to do, but a 6-foot senior who can also look to move up and down the court a little bit. So this is going to see two teams here that features a lot of talent here tonight.
Well, defensively, we're going to see Henninger, and of course, Jace Caraballo-Snowell is going to be the one that you're going to have to watch with his height. He's going to be a matchup nightmare for Pottsville. So you have Pottsville, you have Blue Mountain, you have the D11Sports.com High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. We'll be back in just a second.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
Welcome back to Blue Mountain High School, home of the Eagles, here on the D11Sports.com High School Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. It's Pottsville, it's Blue Mountain. The third member of our team, Mike Raymond and Mike Ventola, obviously here, but the third member of our team is Casey Wallace. He's the student reporter from Lehighton High School. He's a senior, and he has our first sideline report of the evening.
Thanks, guys. Obviously a great environment down here tonight with a big rivalry game between Pottsville and Blue Mountain. Speaking to Pottsville head coach Jake Wartella, he told me that with the rivalry here tonight, they're going to have to keep change of Blue Mountain's hostile environment tonight. Speaking to Blue Mountain head coach Dustin Wirt, he told me that with the rivalry as well, they're going to have to keep their emotions behind them and just play the game. Also, offensively, defensively, they're going to play man-to-man and a little bit of zone throughout the night. And offensively, he's looking for Cade Henninger to have a big night. Last year, he shot 48% on his shots, and just a couple weeks ago, scored 48 points against Tamaqua. I'll send it back to you guys.
And thank you, Casey. Casey Wallace from Lehighton, our student reporter, on the sidelines for this evening's game. Again, Blue Mountain and Pottsville, your game this evening. And as we get things started, let's take a look at our starting lineups before we get into too much here. And Mike, taking a look at the Blue Mountain Eagles first.
Yeah, when you take a look at the Blue Mountain Eagles, you kind of look up and down here. You see not only just with 2 seniors, but you see a couple juniors and Isaac Thomas, the sophomore. And he is going to have to draw Jace Carabello Snowell just because of his height and also, too, what he's capable of doing. On the other side for Pottsville, the Crimson Tide, we talked a lot about Carabello Snowell already. And when you look, too, at what Pottsville's trying to do here, but Chase Fenstermacher, of course, who does the little things as senior guard, he is going to be a focus of that offense. But keep an eye on the 6'4" senior Mike Sakina as well. He's a big body, and we'll look to be able to crash the boards.
What stands out to me the most about Pottsville's lineup is those 5 seniors in the starting lineup between Yost, DeCello, Fenstermacher, Sakina, and Caraballo Snowell. When you have senior leadership, that can go a long way, and we've already had the Pottsville Crimson Tide with the 1 win against Blue Mountain this year. That's going to factor in as well when you have that senior leadership. So it's going to be on Blue Mountain to come out, get their emotions in check, and make sure that they come away with a victory here this evening. Now, Mike, a couple different keys to the game when you talk about Dustin Wirt and Jake Wartella. They laid a couple different keys out for us today.
Yeah, when you talk to Dustin Wirt, he wants to handle Pottsville's defensive intensity. And that seems to be the theme so far from you and I talking, from KC's report. And you got to take care of the basketball. Cannot turn it over. Give the Crimson Tide, who are very efficient offensively, to score. Then the other side for the Crimson Tide, right back then and there, taking care of the balls. The theme here tonight. So we'll see how ultimately in basketball, 9 times out of the 10, the team that turns the ball over more is on the losing side. So I'd like to see some good old-fashioned defense here. You're going to see some of that. So, but these 2 teams are capable of putting up points at any time they so desire.
And when you're talking with Coach Wirt, the thing that also stands out to me, he really wants his team to work for their points. He wants them to set aggressive screens, make sure that you're completing all the little things. I know there's pieces of each of these teams that focus on little different details, but when you got that screen game going, when you're in that man-to-man defense, that's a key portion of how you get points offensively. You got to make sure those screens are set right fundamentally, and make sure you're rolling off of those, and make sure those points become easy.
No, yeah, and it's nice to hear too, coaches, when talking about their keys, setting screens, as an additional key. So it's something that is very elementary, especially too when learning the game of basketball. Set screens are a big part of it too, especially when you get up to the collegiate level. A lot of screens are always constantly being set. So how Blue Mountain will look to try to implement those, and when also too, when you look at from Pottsville's standpoint, I think they're aware of that. So how they're going to be able to match up with that will be of something that we'll have to keep an eye on. So, but I mean, this gym's packed.
I know. That's what I was just getting ready to say. Looking around here,
this is exactly.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday, and what's nice about it too is you see a lot of people in here and just sitting back, relaxing. It was very fun to watch the JV game. So we'll see if the varsity game can live up to the JV game.
I know we're going to have the national anthem here in just a few moments, setting the stage for a great 5A matchup here between Pottsville and Blue Mountain. Looking forward to getting this one underway as we approach 30 seconds to go before the first tip. And again, it's nice to be. I'm looking in front of us. We got the referee crew that's ready to go here. I know those refs have been hard to come by. It's been a storyline here in high school sports for the past couple weeks as the winter months are coming around. It's been a really tough thing to get and secure referees, so we want to make sure we tip our hats to the refs that are here tonight.
Yeah, these 3 officials certainly will have their work cut out for them, and usually when you have a good officiating crews, we don't hear much of them, so they want to be seen, not heard. So it's with that, it's time for the national anthem.
as we honor America with this playing of our national anthem here at Blue Mountain High School. Player introductions here to follow. But again, we talked about the atmosphere here, Mike. To our left, all the way down, is the student section of Blue Mountain, who's come out in all white and that now has their backs turned as Pottsville is being introduced here. In typical student fashion, I wouldn't expect anything less.
No, look, you want to create a home court advantage wherever you can, and if that means the students are going to turn their back to the starting lineup here for the Crimson Tide, then so be it. So, and I think when talking with Pottsville, they're aware of that this atmosphere is always a challenging atmosphere for them to come in and play. So the early 2-3 minutes are going to be very important for Pottsville. Can they come out? To me, I'd like to see Pottsville come out, get on themselves a nice little run, because if Blue Mountain is able to set the tone early, Mike, then I think the Eagles will be the ones soaring, and the Crimson Tide are going to be the ones that are going to be taking the short bus ride back up to Pottsville with their frowns upside down. So
and I'm looking at this Pottsville team here. We talked a lot with Coach Wartella about their depth. The depth on this team, he's comfortable with going with up to 5 players off the bench here and have them be contributors. When you have depth like that, that is something that, you know, the program is strong. They get a lot of playing time. For them to be able to be comfortable with up to 5 players coming off the bench, that is saying something about the state of that program.
Yes, when you have depth, and especially at the high school level too, because you know the JVs had just played. But with that being said, when you have that high school depth here, knowing that, and especially too with Pottsville starting 5 seniors, knowing that you can go to some younger classmen that you know that can contribute, that goes a long way. So I think when you take a look at matchups, especially out in this neck of the woods, you're not going to get too much better than these two teams here. So the winner here tonight will have a lot to be proud of.
So as we get set for this game, the D11sports.com High School Game of the Week, we got Pottsville, we got Blue Mountain, and we got the tip-off controlled by Pottsville. It'll be Chase Fenstemacher bringing the ball up for the Crimson Tide as he hands off to Darren Yost, going to his left, finds Caraballo Snowwell. Hand in there from Isaac Thomas for Blue Mountain. Looked like Caraballo Snowwell had an open look, but on the backs of Darren Yost.
Well, we saw Branson Devitt come in and try to commit, but for Yost, he was able to wrap around and get the easy layup.
Chase Caraballo Snowwell going in for the steal, not able to handle it, has a foot on the line. It'll stay with Blue Mountain. Now for the Eagles, bringing the ball up here is going to be Brogan Campbell, and they got to find Henniger. He's going to be the piece for Blue Mountain to make sure they have success tonight. It looked like a very aggressive drive to the basket for the second time for Darren Yost. 4 points, first 4 points of the game. And Dustin Wirt did not like the look of that and how his team's starting out.
Well, it was one thing you and I talked about. Pottsville needed to come out and set the tone, and not even a minute in, already a 4-0 run to start this game. And you're seeing the speed of Darren Yost being able to get by the front court, being able to get past the post play. That is a recipe for trouble for the Eagles. They have got to stiffen up defensively, and also, too, cannot be turning over the basketball on your first possession on the offensive side of the hardwood.
Well, I applaud Dustin Wirt for getting it under control early, resetting his philosophy defensively. He said there may be a little bit of an opportunity to see zone, primarily man-to-man, but we did see some adjustments being made there during the timeout. Let's see if it pays off. Aggressive style of play on defense for Pottsville, as up and no good goes Carson Kerstetter, and a turnover there as Pottsville coming away with the ball.
Mike Sakina able to get that rebound, and Sakina, the tallest player on the floor for the Crimson Tide, he is going to have to be active consistently, and look at him inside.
Great pass by Darren Yost, and was able to find Mike Sakina for the easy layup, and Blue Mountain's got to figure things out defensively, still not being able to match up with what Pottsville's putting out there.
Nice to see a big guy bring in boards, but also too getting that open look.
Aggressive drive to the basket by Brogan Campbell was stopped in his tracks, and Pottsville going the other way. Caraballo Snowwell has it in the corner, resets out to Darren Yost. Yost gets the back door pass, up no good, as Rafe DeCello went up with it, and he'll shoot two free ones from the charity stripe.
And as you take a look here and you see the great bounce pass by Yost, and for DeCello was able to get a good look, and for the Eagles, they had no chance here but to commit the foul, and that was Kerstetter, and that's his first.
Left-handed shot off the back iron, no good. First foul shot for Rafe DeCello, the 5'10 senior guard. 0 for 2 from the charity stripe for DeCello.
For the Eagles, Mike, they got to calm down, be able to get some good looks here.
Aggressive style of play, still in there with Kerstetter. But another turnover here, and Pottsville going to try to take advantage of it. Wide open opportunity from behind the arc for Chase Fenstermacher off the front iron, no good. Up the floor, and the height advantage is with Isaac Thomas. He is the tallest player on the floor, and he plays for Blue Mountain, but that one off the glass and not down.
Well, right now for the Eagles, having a tough time just getting any sort of footing here on the floor. They are all over the place. You can see right now that they are uneasy. Great look inside as Carabel Snowell is able to get his first 2 points here tonight.
And that's someone you don't want to leave open. And he came across the baseline, backdoor, easy layup off the glass, and he's one you have to track on the defensive end. As Kerstetter gets it over near side to Isaac Thomas. Pass, hop step up, off the back iron, no good for Cade Henninger. And here comes Caraballo Snowell. Caraballo Snow with a pump fake on the baseline. Looking for someone to pass to. Finds Rafe DeCello, who comes into the paint. Pops it out to the outside for the outside shot. Mike Sakina up no good. Caraballo Snowell gets the rebound, goes up with it. He's not successful. Great crossover there in transition for Blue Mountain, and that's Brogan Campbell getting the Eagles on the board.
Sometimes you have to look to your younger classman, Brogan Campbell, able to get the first 2 points quickly in transition. The Eagles, they need to start getting some defensive rebounds and able to make it count on the offensive side.
Nice hand in there on defense for Branson Devitt, as he has Darren Yost on the defensive end. Seems Blue Mountain is really susceptible to that backdoor pass on the baseline. Great block from Isaac Thomas, and here come the Eagles in transition, and a great steal from Rafe DeCello. Back the other way goes Pottsville, off the glass, no good. Thomas with the rebound and goes in transition, tries to get aggressive, but a little wild in the lane there. And I believe gets called for the offensive foul.
And one thing we're seeing from both teams right now, I get it, the juices are pumping right now. The adrenaline is going sky high. But taking a look at it here, you see the spacing here on the court. You have 3 defenders. Why not allow your offense to catch up?
You keep seeing Darren Yost in there on the defensive end. There's Thomas up with the right hand for his first points of the night. Nice layup as we have an 8-4 score. Pottsville ahead.
They need to get Isaac Thomas more involved offensively.
Wide open on the baseline yet again, but Isaac Thomas with his second block of the night, and he's going to be a lot on the interior paint there as a foul called on the 3-point shot attempt by Cade Henninger.
Yeah, Henninger without question commits the foul here. As take a look at it here again. Watch Henninger with that left hand, just gets a piece of the arm, and now he's going to get the opportunity to shoot some free throws.
First one up and good for Cade Henninger's first point of the night.
Yeah, Fenstermacher, I'm sure he's going to want that back. And now here's a chance for the Eagles to get back within a possession.
And get the crowd back involved too. As second one up and good. Cade Henninger gets one more opportunity as he was shooting a 3-point basket when he was fouled. And he makes it a 1-point game. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe for number 11, Cade Henninger, and it's an 8-7 Pottsville lead.
The tide has turned. It was an 8-0 run to start for Pottsville. Now a 7-0 run here for Blue Mountain.
Here's Rafe DeCello going to his right. Checking in the game is Nick Shavinsky. turnover from Pottsville, and here come the Blue Mountain Eagles the other way. Nice shot fake and turnover there. Caraballo Snowell just waiting in the passing lane, and he's going to reset things offensively for Pottsville.
Brogan Campbell needed to shoot the three here. Great chance now for the Crimson Tide as they're seeing this man-to-man defense.
What a great defensive play by Brogan Campbell, throwing his body in front of that pass.
Switching to a zone here, Mike.
We'll see if it is the answer to slow down the hot shooting of the Crimson Tide. See Nick Shavinsky flashing through the lane a few times, his first minutes off the bench. And there's Caraballo Snowell. Oh, home rim advantage there for Blue Mountain. And here they come the other way with Cade Henninger. Changes directions, finds Thomas on the baseline. And a foul called on Jace Caraballo Snowell.
If I am Isaac Thomas and I get the basketball near the baseline, I am moving heaven and earth to get as close to the rim as possible because he's going to get fouled every time.
6'4", sophomore, averaging about 8.5 points a game. And the possession stays with Blue Mountain. Inbound pass into Matt Caulfield as he has the ball on the perimeter. Looking for Thomas inside. He'll square up and shoot. Off the rim, no good. And Darren Yost gets the rebound for Pottsville, and Jake Wartella wants to take some time to talk about what he saw there. It is now a one-point lead here late in the first quarter, 8-7 Pottsville.
Yeah, wanting to take a full timeout here just to reset things, and you loved Pottsville's intensity coming out of the gate essentially here, and then now the Blue Mountain Eagles have really been able to kind of turn the tide here now, and I think what both teams are still kind of trying to do here is both teams, without question, they want to match each other's intensity, but I'm now looking forward to see which team now is going to be cool, calm, and collected and able to develop more plays offensively, develop more of a rhythm, and get some shots down consistently, because it's been a little bit all over the place here. You've had some turnovers, had some unorthodox type shot attempts. So if I'm both, Coach Wirt, or if I'm Coach Wartella, telling these guys, look, love the intensity, but we've got to play cleaner basketball out here.
Well, the aggressive nature was what we expected for Blue Mountain. They were going to play fast offensively, which was we were expecting that. But really, defensively, they got to sort things out because there's a lot of opportunities on those backdoor passes on the baseline. I understand if you're in a zone, that's going to be there. But at the end of the day, you got to shut that down because that's where Pottsville's beating you right now. As we resume play here, a quick pass on the perimeter, a wide open three-point shot, no good. Mike Sakina. And a foul, looks like on TJ Allen, who's checking into the game here, one of the 5 substitute players that Pottsville is comfortable with off the bench. We'll see Allen, Bainbridge, Shavinsky, Montone, and Rylan Matlock at some point. Here's Brogan Campbell, near side. Looking for a player to flash on the baseline as they bring it back to the top. Here's Henninger going to his right, crossover dribble to his left. Now far side. You have Carson Kerstetter, who not able to get that one to go, but a great offensive rebound by Isaac Thomas. 3-point up, no good. And another foul here. I believe that one's going to be called on Matt Caulfield because he was objecting to the call. And we got to give a shout out to Matt Caulfield.
Yes.
As former D11 sideline reporter, his brother, I can't think of his first name.
I know exactly where you're going with it.
But I can't think of his first name, but he was one of our sideline reporters last year. So the Blue Mountain Eagles looking to continue to come back here as they're still down a point. Ryan Caulfield, I believe was his name. I'm sorry. He came to me last minute. Off the back iron, no good by Mike Sakina. And another foul called on Matt Caulfield as he was right in the face of Darren Yost, who was near sideline trying to keep this play alive. 38 seconds to go here in the first period, Mike. And we'd like to see the Crimson Tide get some offense here after that 8-0 run. We haven't seen anything.
Not only that, but even now the Eagles have gone quiet here. It's both teams right now are really focusing in on their defense.
As Darren Yost, guarded by Caulfield, near side to Rafe DeCello. Looks like a communication on the pass, and it was stolen on the play by Tyler Miller. Up with the right hand, Miller gets the shot up. No rim there, and a transition opportunity with 10 seconds to go in the quarter for Pottsville. It's Rafe DeCello with the ball, looking for the backdoor pass. Pump fake up, no good, off the back iron. 1 second to go, and that'll be it for quarter number one as Pottsville continuing to cling to the lead, 8-7 over Blue Mountain. You're watching the D11Sports.com high school basketball game of the week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Back in a minute.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever.
Welcome back to Blue Mountain High School for the D11Sports.com high school game of the week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. It's an 8-7 lead for Pottsville over Blue Mountain. Mike Raymond, Mike Ventola with you here. Play-by-play in color. We got Casey Wallace from Lee Heighton High School, our student reporter on the sideline. He'll be along at halftime with the coach leading at the half. And Blue Mountain able to take the timeout in the quarter break to reset, and we'll see what they're able to do here on the offensive end. Still looking to get some points up here as both teams struggling to find the rhythm.
Not only just trying to find a rhythm inside, no team has been able to hit a three-point shot yet. So emotions continue to tell the tale here after one quarter of play.
As we have Mike Sakina on the outside, Caraballo Snowell going up, but yet another block by Isaac Thomas, and he's making his presence felt with his height. Shot up off the back iron for Cade Henninger, no good. He needs to get that three-point bucket to fall. Had a couple opportunities so far. Near side, we got DeCello getting it over to Caraballo Snowell. A little bit aggressive on the defensive end for Isaac Thomas, so the foul on the floor.
Look, Isaac Thomas has been all over the floor here tonight, and then now for him, he commits his second personal foul. Both teams with 4 fouls each, so last thing you want to see is either team get into foul trouble.
Carson Kerstetter gets his hand on the inbound pass. Pottsville retains possession here. Ball back out to the perimeter for Darren Yost. Shot up, no good. And here comes Henninger in transition. Spin move up with the right hand, right in front of the bucket, and a rim out, no good. And here comes Pottsville. The other way. Aggressive play, but his foot on the baseline, and a turnover on down. So a very aggressive style of play from back and forth on both teams.
I tell you, the aggressive nature here, yeah, I mean, the crowd's loving it, but right now, no points are being scored here.
We're stalled out here,
Mike. We are as stalled out as I've ever seen a high school basketball game to this point. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but the Comber team right now is going to be able to start getting shots down more consistently. Take a breath, set your offense, run some passes, run a play or two, and see what happens.
Great behind the back pass as Henninger was able to find Carson Kerstetter, but not able to buy a bucket right now on either side. Great defensive play there by Gavin Gears, who's getting some early action here in the second quarter, but the foul on the floor. Blue Mountain being called for that. Brogan Campbell on the receiving end. And Mike Sakina will get some shots from the line.
There has not been a field goal since the score was 8-4. The last 3 points have been free throws.
Make it the last 4 points as Sakina gets the first from the charity stripe. Of course, the 3 points you're referring to were the Blue Mountain side.
Yes, exactly.
And that's 2 for 2 for Mike Sakina. And now at 10-7, the Crimson Tide get off to Schneid. Branson Devitt looks to find Gavin Gears as he gets his first points, as now we'll see some scoring for Blue Mountain.
Love to see that out of Gears, 6'1" senior. He's averaging a point per game, but right then and there, able to use his body, and the bank was open.
Well, I'll tell you what, we talked about the depth for Pottsville, but nice to see some people coming off the bench for Blue Mountain. Opportunity on the baseline as Darren Yost does not get the roll, and here come the Eagles.
There's no reason for Yost to go reverse there. He could have easily used the board before going underneath.
Kerstetter getting frustrated. He's had a couple opportunities from in close, but has not been able to get one to sink.
A little too strong, a little too short at times. Any shot from the field right now just not falling.
A great drive to the hoop and off the front iron. Cade Henninger, no good. Here comes Pottsville. Layup up and good for Chase Fenstermacher. That's his first 2 points of the game. It's a 12-9 Pottsville lead.
It may get to the point here, the first team to have a double-digit lead could really be in the driver's seat, the way that both of these teams are shooting right now.
Well, it's just so fast-paced, too. Not that it's sloppy, but there could be better shots, and I think both teams have the same idea. If you can beat the other in transition and force the pace of this game, maybe you force them into some bad fouls. There's a different strategy for every possession, but you don't want to come away with empty possessions, I guess.
But remember, there's no shot clock. If I'm the Eagles here, I continue to pass, try to get in the paint here, try to get yourself a good little look.
Getting in close is Carson Kerstetter, but another turnover here, and Pottsville looks to push. Cross-court pass, DeCello right on the edge of the sideline, but was able to stay in bounds. Caraballo Snowwell fakes, up with the shot, no good. And here comes Kerstetter in transition, looking to get aggressive off the. They can't get anything, whether it's the rim, whether it's the backboard. These Blue Mountain Eagles are really struggling here.
It has been a cold day here at the office.
Left-handed shot up and good for the three-point bucket. That's Rafe DeCello. His first 3 points of the game come from beyond the arc.
That's the first 3-point field goal made in this entire game.
So here we go from Blue Mountain's side. They need to answer offensively. Henninger thought they were going to get him for a carry, but it looks like a blocking foul for Pottsville. And we'll see some other guys come in off the bench. Looks like Rylan Matlock will make his first appearance here this evening, and then another opportunity for Nick Shavinsky.
Yeah, that's Fenstermacher's second personal foul, so he's going to take a seat for a little bit.
Oh, very nice awareness play there by Brogan Campbell off the back of Darren Yost, but still an empty offensive possession for the Eagles. Another left-handed layup for Rafe DeCello, and that's 5 points back-to-back for the 5'10 senior guard.
Well, right now the Crimson Tide, they have the momentum. They're able to get some better passing, operating better in transition, and the Eagles have no answer. And I don't want to sit there and say they're being bunched up, but as you take a look at it here again, let's be honest, you don't see plays like that anymore. Forget about it.
Hey,
but that was so smart there by Blue Mountain.
So there we finally break the dry spell, and that's Gavin Gears for his 4th point of the game, 4th point of the quarter, 17-11. The Crimson Tide ahead, 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the half. Spin move up off the glass and good is Nick Shavinsky. That is his first 2 points of the game.
I would look to find Gears here if I'm Blue Mountain, because right now being matched up on him is TJ Allen. It's a size advantage for the Blue Mountain Eagles, and a costly turnover there. You don't see the happiness there from Brogan Campbell. He's not too happy, and another turnover by Blue Mountain. It's going to be Crimson Tide basketball.
And it seems like there's just so many of these possessions where you have opportunities. The shots are actually there for Blue Mountain, but really they can't just get anything to fall. And that's something, you just got to put out of your head and reset at every possession.
I mean, they're out there shooting like me right now. We don't want that.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
Jace Caraballo-Snowell not able to handle the pass, goes out. Another offensive possession here for Blue Mountain. Both teams 9-5 on the year. And I believe Pottsville undefeated in league play coming into today. That's Matt Caulfield with the pass. There's Gavin Gears. Getting aggressive and getting called for the offensive foul.
Great job. That was basketball 101. Watch Mike Sakina. Watch his feet. Stays perfectly, takes that charge like a champion. And for Gavin Gears, he had no shot. So for those of you watching, that's how you take a charge.
There we go, Pottsville. Minute 50 to go in the half. As Rafe DeShello, who's having a really great second quarter, one of the pass recipients. To his right, Darren Yost. Another foul called on Blue Mountain here on the floor. And Dustin Wirt over there on the sidelines for Blue Mountain, very animated, has his hands up into the air. And I think they were really looking at Pottsville here and seeing what they can do. But they're trying to get aggressive on the defensive end, but now getting called for some fouls.
Now with the Crimson Tide being in the bonus now, so that's another thing to keep in mind here if you're the Blue Mountain Eagles. And look, down by 9 points, somebody sit there, one run. But the way the Blue Mountain Eagles are shooting right now, Mike, that may be a run that may not happen anytime soon, but Gears has been one of the bright spots for the Eagles here in this quarter, trying to get them the basketball.
Yost 1 for 2 from the line for Pottsville. 9-point lead for the Crimson Tide, who are getting a little bit aggressive there, the half-court press. Carson Kerstetter looking near side. That's Matt Caulfield. Take the dribble in. It looks like Darren Yost called for the reach-in foul there.
What I'm enjoying here so far is that I think this officiating crew is doing a tremendous job because they're allowing these young men to just play. There haven't been too many fouls being called by either team.
First time I've called Isaac Thomas's name in a while as he gets a back iron shot, no good. And he has been the hot hand, whether it be offensively or defensively. Definitely having his presence felt in the blocking game, the rebounding game. He does lead the team with 123 rebounds coming into tonight. A wide open three-point look for Mike Sakina. Back iron, no good. Bringing it up is Carson Kerstetter. Finds Thomas underneath. Shot fake, no good. Intercepted on the pass. Chase Fenstermacher up with his right hand off the back iron, and good, and one.
So say that basket counts the entire way. Look at Fenstermacher, and my goodness, gets nearly taken out by Caulfield. Almost like a safety coming across the field to try to hit the receiver, catching the football there. But here, Fenstermacher now with a chance. So take a look at it here again. Great ability to still get that ball to go into the hoop and only having to shoot one foul shot.
And it
impressive.
looked like Caulfield almost got a fingertip on it, but it definitely was a foul, but it almost could have changed the trajectory with that finger.
Oh, agreed.
So Fenstermacher gets one extra shot here, and that goes up and in. That's 5 points this quarter for the 5'11 senior Chase Fenstermacher. 41 seconds to go before halftime. And Blue Mountain needs to get. Do you wait for the last shot here, Mike?
I would, because at this point now, if you're the Blue Mountain Eagles, you don't want to give the Crimson Tide another look.
Wow, the trap working to perfection, but called for the foul. I don't know there. Looked to be a really fundamentally sound trap by Rylan Matlock and Darren Yost. Let's take another look here.
I think they got the foul probably right before
he turned around.
I was going to say right before Kerstetter turned around, I guess. But
Carson Kerstetter has had a lot of shot attempts this evening, but still without a point tonight. 23-11 is the score here. 26 seconds to go. Kerstetter gets a free one off the back iron, no good. Caraballo-Snowell with the rebound, and now we'll probably play for the last shot for Pottsville.
If I'm Pottsville here, no reason. You're up by 12. There's a reason that you could just sit back, trying to get a good play here, move the basketball around, try to take one last shot here.
Screen set by Caraballo Snow, and a very aggressive offensive play by Darren Yost. As another opportunity for Yost before the buzzer. Almost goes down, rims out, no good. 25-11 is your halftime score as Pottsville leads Blue Mountain. We're going to have Casey Wallace in just a second, our student reporter from Lehighton. He's going to talk with head coach of Pottsville, Jake Wartella, about a very hot start to tonight's game. So let's go down to the court and find Casey Wallace, who's with Coach Jake Wartella.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Wartella of Pottsville. Coach, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Kind of an ugly game, but it always is down here. It's always sloppy. Proud of the way our kids are playing. They're playing hard.
And what do you think you need to change, if anything, in the second half to help secure the win?
We got to slow down the pace on offense a little bit. We're speeding up and we're taking some bad shots. Hopefully some shots fall in the second half.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Good luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
That's head coach Jake Wartella on the court with Casey Wallace, our student reporter from Lehighton, as he gets to chat with the leading head coach. 25-11 is the halftime score as Pottsville leads Blue Mountain. We'll be back here at Blue Mountain High School in just a second. You're watching the D11Sports.com High School Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever.
And welcome back to Blue Mountain High School here in Schuylkill Haven, Pennsylvania. Mike Raymond, Mike Ventola with you on the D11Sports.com High School Basketball Game of the Week, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. And Mike, a great effort here by Pottsville. And there's opportunities out there for Blue Mountain, so not all is lost. I think you just got to secure the defensive end, find an answer for that Pottsville offense. But what are your thoughts from the first half, Mike?
You can definitely see right now that both teams were pumped up through the roof right now, as coming out of the gate, Pottsville able to get on an 8-0 run, Blue Mountain able to respond with a 7-0 run, but you know, the adrenaline was pumping. We saw a lot of sloppy basketball on both sides, and specifically too from Blue Mountain, who was just unable to buy a shot in that first half. So even though they find themselves right now down by 14 points, they had a lot of shots though that just wouldn't fall. I loved what Pottsville was doing, though. They were a lot more efficient, able to transition better, moving up and down the court just a little bit better than Blue Mountain. So overall, you could see why the Crimson Tide have a big lead. But for the Blue Mountain Eagles, if they can find some efficiency, play some stiffer defense, then I think they can find their way back into this basketball game.
Yeah, for Pottsville, it's been Rafe DeShello. We've seen a little bit of Chase Fenstemacher, a little bit of Chase Caraballo-Snowball, but not as much as I think I anticipated coming into tonight, Mike. I think we're going to see a lot of him in the second half as they look to secure the win. Yeah,
you're going to have to see some, not just him, but I think there's going to have to be a little bit of everybody that is going to have to get involved right now. I mean, Darren Yost right now, to me, he impressed me the most in the first half from Pottsville. You know, I think if I'm looking at from Blue Mountain right now, don't laugh. I actually think Gavin Gears. I liked what Gavin Gears was able to do. I know he had 4 points, I believe, leading all scores for the Blue Mountain Eagles, but he was able to play a little bit stronger defensively. He was matched up on TJ Allen, which was a big matchup advantage for Blue Mountain. So coming off the bench to already, have an impact, that's something to be said. So. But for the Blue Mountain Eagles right now and head coach Dustin, we're a lot of work to do, Mike. But right now, if I'm Pottsville, I'm feeling good. But one thing that if you're Pottsville, you know, especially here, you cannot get too comfortable.
Well, that's the thing. Rivalry games mean something. There's a reason that both coaches said to us prior to the game that they have to be entirely focused because there's a lot of emotion that goes into the game. We've seen it. I think whoever controls that emotion in the second half will come away with the win. It's going to be an uphill climb for Blue Mountain, but I think they're up to the challenge, especially with the home court advantage. Let's get to a break here. When we come back, I'll have a little bit more from the highlights from the first half and also take a look at the statistics. You're watching the D11 Sports, D11Sports.com High School Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine.
At St. Luke's Orthopedic Care, you can trust us with your hands, feet, shoulders, hips, and knees. Because healthy bones and joints mean you can do more. You can trust us to recommend the right approach to care, including joint-sparing treatments and therapies. And when surgery is the only choice, we offer options to help you heal faster, including technology-assisted joint replacements and muscle-sparing hip surgery. St. Luke's, the orthopedic care you trust, now more than ever. St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever.
St. Luke's Orthopedic Care. Extraordinary care in motion.
Welcome back to the D11Sports.com High School Basketball Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. I want to also just throw out a shout out to Doug Morgan, the Blue Mountain Athletic Director, for having us here, his hospitality, getting us squared away. We appreciate him and his team. Also want to do a big shout out to Al DiCarlo, Dave Micah Jr., as well as the folks over at St. Luke's, Dr. John Hoff and Ken Sidlow. St. Luke's is the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 100,000 athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey and providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries. St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. Now, Mike, going through, I wasn't able to tabulate all of the halftime statistics, but I saw you furiously writing to my right here. So what do you have in terms of leaders for both teams?
Well, right now, Darren Yost leading all scorers with 6 points. So for those of you keeping track at home, Darren Yost, he's our leading scorer with 6. Gavin Gears for Blue Mountain has 4 points. So those are your leading scorers. But Chase Fenstermacher, by the way, he has 5 points. Mike Sakina with 4. Nick Shavinsky with 2. Jace Carabello Snowell has just 2 points. And Rafe DeCello with 5. So that's where you're at with Pottsville. I mentioned Gavin Gears with Blue Mountain was your leading scorer with 4. Isaac Thomas with 2 points. Cade Henninger had 3. And Brogan Campbell with 2. So, but a lot of single-digit point scores right now, Mike. And it's like anything else. Once you get into the second half, we'll certainly start to see a little bit more. But let's take a look at those standings right now. So Pottsville's in the driver's seat. Must be nice when you're undefeated, right, in the Schuylkill League. So this is a bigger game for Blue Mountain, realizing, you know, they want to get the win and try to keep pace with Pottsville. But Pottsville's sitting very comfortable up top. You go to Division II right now. Lourdes and Tri-Valley neck and neck at 3-1. Schuylkill Haven looking up. And, of course, Nativity in Division III right now at 5-0. Shenandoah Valley and Marion both, though, kind of sneaking by, or sneaking up there. But credit to Nativity and Pottsville, both teams being undefeated right now. So, by the way, real quickly, we're giving shout-outs. I got to give a shout-out to just seeing some old familiar faces here in Pottsville. You know, when I worked in Reading, always dealt with a lot of fine folks here in the Pottsville area. It's always great to come back and be welcome back, and it's obviously great, too. This crowd has been electric here tonight.
Well, and they get involved, too, which was, you know, at halftime, you had some of the students come onto the court, try their luck at a half court or 3-point or easy layup
Oh,
shot.
yeah.
So just being able to have that interaction here. Sometimes we go out to venues and throughout the Lehigh Valley and surrounding areas. You don't have as much buy-in from the fans, but I think they know what they have here in this rivalry matchup between Pottsville and Blue Mountain, and they packed the gym here tonight. I know the Blue Mountain fans who are over to our left in that student section were looking for a little bit more, but I really think if they can bring that atmosphere and make it harder for Pottsville to score automatically, I think this is it could be another game in the second half. So we'll see what comes out here between Pottsville and Blue Mountain as the second half gets underway with DeShello getting the ball into Yost.
Yeah, I even see a fan with an old school Blue Mountain football jersey, the old lettering and everything. Nice to see.
Love that. Love the throwbacks. As the travel called there on Rafe DeSello. Again, 25-11 your score to start the second half. And let's see what Blue Mountain made in terms of adjustments at halftime.
Well, okay, Pottsville turns over. If I'm Blue Mountain, got to come away with at least 2 points here. Take advantage of Pottsville's mistakes.
There's a 3-point opportunity from the corner. Did not find the rim. And here comes Pottsville in transition. Darren Yost going into the paint. Finds Caraballo Snowell, who looks to get the bucket up no good, as 2 back-to-back air balls for each team, and the crowd letting him know.
Yeah, both the student cheering sections letting these players know. And right now the ice is still very much thick here inside the gym right now, as the shooting percentages have not been strong.
As Caraballo Snowell gets the ball in the paint, kicks it out. 3-point shot opportunity off the back iron, no good. Darren Yost. In transition comes Branson Devitt up with his right hand, and no good. Here comes Pottsville. Darren Yost pushing the pace, finds DeSello here. Opportunity, pump fake, goes into the paint. Wild pass. And there's DeSello again for a 3-point opportunity. Left-hander not able to find the bottom of the bucket.
That was a good look there for 3.
There is Carson Kerstetter, but they're going to call it on the floor, not a shooting foul, as Kerstetter still looking for his first points of the evening.
Who would have thought at this point in the game that he would still be 0 points?
Yeah.
And it's frustrating, and it's another reason why Blue Mountain is trailing by 14 points.
Dustin Wirtz saying he is the glue to this team, so he can provide a spark elsewhere on the court. There's Isaac Thomas' fourth points of the game. First in the second half. Pottsville getting the ball here, an opportunity. Head fake, no shot, as Thomas all over Chase Fenstermacher in the corner, forces the called timeout by Pottsville. That's a smart play by Fenstermacher.
Yeah, he had no choice. Now, he could have tried to bounce the ball off the leg, knock it out of bounds, but you'd be in a similar situation. So you have Isaac Thomas at 6'4", and for Chase Fenstermacher, who really had nowhere to go with it. So, look, taking a timeout if you're Pottsville.
Yeah.
Kind of reset your offense here a little bit. But if you're the Blue Mountain Eagles, make each possession count. That's got to be your mentality. So what does that mean? On defense, disrupting Pottsville's rhythm when you get back on the offensive side, taking good shots, creating good looks. Doesn't mean the basketball is going to drop every time, Mike. But what it ultimately means is that you're going to be clean, you're going to be crisp with your passes, with your dribbles, and make sure that you're set up accordingly on the floor.
Just over 6 minutes to go in quarter 3, as Caraballo Snowell gets called for the travel. And on defense there is Isaac Thomas, which is one of the matchups we were looking forward to the most, with both players having a fair amount of size, 6'3" and 6'4" respectively. And Isaac Thomas being able to play as he got in foul trouble the last time out. Steal and bucket, coast to coast goes Rylan Matlock, as he's one of the first players off the bench, gets his first 2 points of the evening.
Credit him for just great vision right there.
And finally, Kerstetter had an opportunity there, and I got ahead of myself calling for the bucket.
Yeah, you gave him the Eddie Mush treatment.
I did. There we go. This is Mike Sakina, Darren Yost near side. Got Cade Henninger on playing some defense here, as Yost setting the offense. Caraballo Snowell setting the screen. Yost looking to drive. Hand in the lane there by Branson Devitt. Ball stays with Pottsville as it was off the foot of Isaac Thomas. As Darren Yost will inbound the ball here, all the way to the top for Caraballo Snowell. Mike Sakina finding Gisello near side here. We're caught up in a screen there, but Rylan Matlock able to handle it for Pottsville. Gisello getting it inside to Sakina. Shot fake up with the right hand, and good. Bucket and a foul from Mike Sakina.
So we take a look at it here again, and nice job by Sakina, able to stick with his plant foot and with the right hand using the backboard. You got to use that as your friend at times, and able to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Mike Sakina with 3 points. As Blue Mountain coming the other way, 30-13 your score, Pottsville ahead. Kerstetter up, no good. His cold streak continuing. A great athletic play as driving the lane was Brogan Campbell. And he gets first 2 points of the second half. That's 4 for the night for him. Here's Rylan Matlock for Pottsville. Sakina looking to lose Brogan Campbell on the defensive end there. Rafe DeCello looking to drive, brings it back out. Crossover dribble. Pump fake up, no good. Reverse layup off the iron, no good for Rylan Matlock. And here comes Blue Mountain. Kerstetter driving. Putting his hand out, and Pottsville fans did not like that no call by the refs. Henninger going to his right. Dumps it to Kerstetter, takes the shot, and good. Carson Kerstetter getting his first 2 points of the evening and breaking that cold streak. Now let's see if he can string a couple possessions together here, Mike.
Well, that's going to be key now, is that for Blue Mountain, they have got to get a little aggressive here defensively, cannot allow clean look shots.
And
a good start.
And there's Isaac Thomas for the rebound, making his presence felt. A wide open three-point opportunity, hits the rim short as Yost pushes the pace. Caraballo Snowell up for the dunk, and no good. Trying to make a statement with that shot. Kerstetter up, off the iron, no good. Rebound Pottsville. Here comes Darren Yost, gets it open to a wide open Rafe DeCello, who goes left hand, and good for the 5'10 senior Rafe DeCello. Cade Henninger looking to get a little aggressive. Mike Sakina called for the foul for Pottsville. Henninger goes to the line. 3 points this evening, all coming from the line. So Henninger is going to need to get on the offensive end here. And if it comes by the way of the free throw line, so be it. First one up and good. Henniger's second shot here, forthcoming. Off the iron, no good. Rebound. Great play there as it looks to be staying with Blue Mountain. Great job by Matt Caulfield to flick the ball in off the leg of Jace Caraballo Snowell. And a free possession here for the Eagles.
Yeah, taking out the garbage can in process.
Hey, that's how you know you're dedicated.
Exactly. I mean, I feel bad for the folks now that have to clean it up.
Here we go from Brogan Campbell. Hands it to Cade Henninger, who takes a three-point shot. All iron, no good. Up with the shot was Matt Caulfield. And a jump ball called. Possession's going to stay with Blue Mountain.
You know, it looked like Blue Mountain was hoping for a foul call there, but they still were able to get the jump ball, keep possession. And look, I mean, you still have an entire quarter yet, but it's starting to get a little late early out here. And Blue Mountain has now really more than ever needs to start stringing a nice little run.
An opportunity for Isaac Thomas as he does not find the rim or the net on the three-point opportunity. Now, I mentioned Isaac Thomas did get in foul trouble last time, and it looks like both coaches are matching up Caraballo, Snowell, and Thomas on the defensive ends, respectively. As a turnover here by Pottsville, pushing the pace is Cade Henninger. No good as Isaac Thomas comes up big with the rebound and the bucket.
Great athleticism there.
6 points this evening for the 6'4" sophomore, Isaac Thomas. And as a sophomore, looking like he's a very experienced basketball player, making a lot of the great plays there, although called for a foul here on the defensive end as he was guarding Jace Caraballo Snowell. Some subs coming in here for Pottsville. Fenstermacher and Sakina relieving Caraballo Snowell. Darren Yost off the inbound. Second time we've seen that.
Sign these kids up, man. These are great.
DeCello going up big with the left hand, and I believe called for the charge.
Gavin Gears keeping his feet set.
That's a senior, 6'1" senior in Gears, impressing Mike Ventola.
Oh.
That's not easy to do.
No, what are you trying to say there, Mike? I know we're just messing here, but no, Gavin Gears, great job keeping his feet planted.
Here's Cade Henninger. Crossover, three-point opportunity, nothing but net for Cade Henninger. Fourth point this quarter, 32-23, 9-point lead for Pottsville.
That's right. Now, if you can play a little defense here for your Blue Mountain.
And that's Gavin Gears getting called for the foul. As a short respite for Jace Caraballo Snowell. He is ready to come back into the game. He'll replace Nick Shavinsky. 1 minute, 9 seconds to go in the third period. Caraballo Snowell gets the inbound up and good. Only 4 points this evening, but that was a really big one. Opportunity off the bench. Henninger launching it from deep. Rebound stays with Blue Mountain. Great play by Caraballo Snowell to get the steal. Looking for DeCello up the court, just a little strong. Not able to connect. Turnover back to Blue Mountain.
I got to say something about Blue Mountain here, though. Why are you taking like that type of three-point shot, especially when you're down? You need to have a much more efficient shot. But credit Pottsville now; they're really starting to hone in here defensively.
Possession opportunities coming down to the wire. 35 seconds to go in quarter number 3. It's Pottsville still leading. So here's Henninger. Matched up with Mike Sakina. Crossover. Great opportunity for Henninger. Pump fake up with the left hand. Down and good. Cade Henninger. 6 points in this quarter.
If I'm Pottsville now, hold and take one last shot.
Caraballo Snowell finding Yost. Yost pressured here by Caulfield. Looks to be a foul away from the ball.
Yeah, they're going to get it on Brogan Campbell.
5 seconds to go. 9-point lead for Pottsville.
Check that, by the way. They got that on Gavin Gears. That's his third personal foul.
So here we go. 5 seconds to go. Darren Yost looking to find someone to inbound it. He finds Mike Sakina, who goes up with the right hand. No good. Caraballo Snowell with the rebound. Up, no good. An opportunity with Fenstermacher at the end, and that's how it's going to end the third quarter. 34-25 as Pottsville leads Blue Mountain. You're watching the D11Sports.com High School Game of the Week presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine back at Blue Mountain to wrap things up after this.
St. Luke's knows that trust is the foundation of all relationships. It's earned over time. It's the type of relationship you should have with your healthcare team. While our healthcare needs are different, one thing is constant. St. Luke's is focused on building a lasting relationship with you, earning your trust and putting your well-being first. When it comes to great healthcare, trust is essential. St. Luke's, the care you trust, now more than ever.
Welcome back to Blue Mountain High School, D11Sports.com High School Game of the Week, Pottsville and Blue Mountain, presented by St. Luke's Sports Medicine. Thanks to Al DiCarlo, Dave Micah, Dr. John Hoff, and Ked Sidlow, and the folks here at Blue Mountain for hosting us. Now, Casey Wallace will be along at the conclusion of the game. He is our student reporter here from Lehighton High School. He'll be with the winning coach. Right now, that's scheduled to be Jake Wartella as a 9-point lead to start the fourth quarter for the Crimson Tide. Here's Fenstemacher. Henninger in defense. Right on the hip of Fenstemacher. Caraballo Snowell up with his 6th point of the night.
Good way to start if you're Pottsville.
Here comes Brogan Campbell. Launches one from beyond the arc. Nothing but net for Brogan Campbell, as that is his 7th point of the night.
Still an 8-point game, Mike. Still some time for Blue Mountain to get back into this game.
Here's DeCello. Stops his dribble. Looking for Caraballo Snowell, who has a 3-point bucket opportunity off the back iron and over the top of the backboard. And that's going to be a Blue Mountain possession. 8-point deficit now for Blue Mountain.
This is where now if you're Blue Mountain, you're thinking, okay, Pottsville misses, we got to score. And that's how Blue Mountain's mentality has to be. Whereas Pottsville, even if Blue Mountain scores, match them.
Brogan Campbell. Finding Henninger off the screen. There's 3 points for Cade Henninger. Making 12 for the night as he's turned it on here in the second half. Remember, he had 43 against Tamaqua not too long ago.
This kid can score at will, and he's starting to show it, and it is at a very good time here in this fourth quarter.
5-point lead for Pottsville, and a timeout by Jake Wartella as he's seen enough.
And you take a look here at Henninger. Great jump shot. Had a good view, had a good look of the hoop, kind of a little bit of a catch and shoot there. Nicely done by Henninger. And right now, if you're the Blue Mountain Eagles, you're getting ready to flap your wings and soar here right now. As for the Crimson Tide, look, they're thinking, okay, still have the lead, but for Coach Wartella, he's got to bring his team in here a little bit, get them back on track after the Eagles here have really decided to make this a game now. So 6 minutes and 23 seconds, Mike. Still plenty of time. Again,
Casey Wallace, our student reporter here from Lehighton High School. If you're a student from any District 11 school and you're interested in broadcasting, journalism, or photography, check out D11Sports.com. Follow your dream and get close to the action as you take part in our student internship program. For more information, contact your athletic director or reach out to Al or Dave at D11Sports.com. St. Luke's is the region's largest sports medicine provider, covering more than 100,000 athletes in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, providing the most comprehensive and advanced treatment for athletic injuries. St. Luke's offers athletic training, orthopedic care, physical therapy, and concussion management, plus sports performance training for individual athletes and teams. During these extraordinary times, you can trust St. Luke's Sports Medicine to provide extraordinary care. Pottsville coming out of the timeout here, up 5. Rafe DeCello working on Carson Kerstetter. Here's an opportunity for Sakina. 3-point bucket up and good for Mike Sakina.
That's a big basket there for Pottsville.
And a travel called on Brogan Campbell, and another offensive possession gifted to the Crimson Tide.
And that's what Blue Mountain cannot be doing here, rewarding Pottsville with extra possessions.
8-point lead for the Crimson Tide as Darren Yost looks to push. Foul on the floor. That looks to be on Matt Caulfield. His 4th foul, so in foul trouble here for the 6-foot junior. Caraballo Snowell finds Chase Fenstemacher. Looking to hand to Yost. Caulfield still playing aggressively here with 4 fouls, and Yost gets by him despite the aggressive defense. 9 points tonight for Darren Yost. Do I have that right?
Yes.
There we go. 10-point lead for Pottsville. 5 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the game. Casey Wallace will be along in the postgame talking to the winning coach. Looking forward to hearing some feedback as this game has had some ups and downs. see what Blue Mountain can do here. They got to find Cade Henninger. He's been the hot hand thus far. There he is. Coming out on defense is Rafe DeCello. He's hit a few from beyond the three-point arc, so you have to come out that far when Henninger has the ball. Kerstetter gets the ball inside. Looks to be a foul on Chase Fenstemacher. Fourth foul for Fenstemacher. He'll go to the sidelines, and Rylan Matlock will come into the game. Brogan Campbell will inbound the balls under the basket. Kerstetter staying in bounds. And it looks to be a turnover here. Blocking foul.
Yep, blocking foul against Kerstetter.
So it looks like Pottsville looking to slow the pace a little bit.
And now they want to try to take time off as much as they can.
And the shot going up there by Mike Sakina. Handled by Yost, far side. On the baseline finds Caraballo Snowell. And there he is, coming alive here in the fourth quarter. That's his fourth point of the quarter. Here's Brogan Campbell for Blue Mountain. Picks up the dribble, looking for help. There's Caulfield. Here comes Isaac Thomas. Blocking foul. Looks to be called on Mike Sakina. And it looks like Isaac Thomas goes to the line here.
Yeah, for Sakina. Not have his feet set. Trying to take the charge.
So that's first shot up and good for Isaac Thomas. Second shot up and good. That makes 8 points tonight.
Yep.
For Isaac Thomas.
Yes, sir.
4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. 10-point game. Pottsville with the ball. Very good off the ball screen as Rylan Matlock had an opportunity. And looking to push the pace was Blue Mountain, not able to handle the ball. Here comes the other way with Darren Yost and Pottsville. Goes towards the baseline and gets called out of bounds. Ball goes back to Blue Mountain.
Well, look, still down by 10 and 4:02. Still time, but the Eagles need to start hitting the accelerator.
Here comes Caulfield, gets it to Henninger. Defense coming at Henninger.
I would zone in on Henninger if I'm Pottsville. Because, I mean, even there, even though he didn't make that shot, it was still a good look.
10-point lead, 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Crimson Tide and Rafe DeCello driving aggressively to the basketball hoop on that one. He has that left hand, so you have to respect that.
Yes.
So looks to be a offensive foul.
Mm-hmm.
And some subs coming into the game as Fenstemacher coming in foul trouble. And it looks like Nick Shavinsky for Pottsville. 3 minutes, 35 seconds. Isaac Thomas, 1-and-1 opportunity. He's already hit 2 free throws this quarter. Up and good. 3 points this quarter. Good for 9 on the night. And Isaac Thomas has stood out to me as a bright spot for Blue Mountain. 4 points this quarter, 10 for the game. And, of course, on the defensive end, too, Mike.
I was about to say.
So it looks to be a 9-point lead for a 8-point lead for Pottsville. Basic math wasn't always my strong suit.
Don't look at me. I had to double check my counting here, with how many points have been scored.
And for how cold that Blue Mountain has been on the night,
yes,
shooting from the field, they're still right here in it.
Yeah.
8 points, 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go as Fenstemacher is up and good for his third point of the evening. Or did I get that wrong?
6 point.
So I might be giving his points to somebody else.
That's okay. That's why we're here to check one another.
There you go.
That's why we're a team, Mike. We're a team.
Second shot up, no good. Here we go with Brogan Campbell going to his left, crossover dribble, back to the baseline, up with the right hand. Caraballo Snowa with the block. Rebound for Blue Mountain. And Carson Kerstetter with the bucket, his 4th point of the evening.
You did bring up a good point earlier. Imagine, you sit there and you go, imagine if the Eagles hit a couple of shots earlier.
Yeah.
Think where they'd be right now. Just a couple.
As 2 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. And it looks like Darren Yost looking to dribble it out a little here, kill some time. And it looks to be a timeout for Pottsville.
Yeah, timeout for Pottsville right now. They had to because let's take a look here, though, at Blue Mountain's recent possession. You like what you see here at a Campbell. Took the layup, but then coming in to pick up the trash was Carson Kerstetter. And Kerstetter doing a nice job there, but
he's been around the ball.
He really has been.
He's gotten opportunities. Not all of them have fallen, but he's still out there taking them. They have been good looks. They just haven't fallen. And you would think they were playing at Pottsville today at Mart's Hall. But here at Blue Mountain, not as friendly with the home rims.
No, not at all. Look, if you're the Blue Mountain Eagles here, look, you want to get the ball back, get some defense, get the turnover, get a rebound. There's no 7-point play. So when you get the ball back, you want to move a little quicker, get a quick 2. If you have an open look for 3, take the chance. But possessions now are starting to really mount here where the Eagles have got to score now. In every possession, they get their hands on the basketball.
Rafe DeCello, I really love watching him. He's got that quick twitch type of movement. There's another rebound by Isaac Thomas for Blue Mountain. Here comes Henninger. And a offensive rebound by Thomas. Here is Caulfield with a 3-point opportunity. Up no good. Rebound Pottsville. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Look to trap here. And the foul for Matt Caulfield. That'll be his 5th. And he heads to the sideline.
That's his 5th personal foul.
Tough night for the junior.
Let's see who we got here.
Oh, right now for Coach Wirt. They're going to see who they're going to put into the game.
He's going down the bench, and it'll be Branson Devitt coming in to the game for Blue Mountain. And Caulfield, he was around the ball a lot. I'll tell you what, he's had an opportunity. He's really showing up on the defensive end, and he's very aggressive, and that's the aggressive style of play. That's what it'll get you.
Great job there by Carabel Snowell to pick up the trash and get 2 more points. You're the scorer.
Here's the 9-point lead for Pottsville. Under 2 minutes to go. Blue Mountain, as Branson Devitt gets it to Henninger. Still looking for that 3-point bucket to fall. Has not worked out thus far. Chase Fenstermacher brings it across half court. Hands it off to Mike Sakina. Rafe DeCello, far side. Kerstetter there defending.
Love what Pottsville's doing here, Mike. All they need to do is just keep dribbling, get some passes, and keep taking time off the clock.
Rafe DeCello, content.
Eagles may look to foul here at some point.
Caraballo Snowell up with the right hand, no good. No Blue Mountain Eagles there to rebound, but finally rolls in the direction of Brogan Campbell, who pushes the offense up, and a block by Mike Sakina. Ball going in the other way. Darren Yost up with the right hand, off the glass, and good for Darren Yost. The 5'8" senior guard has really put on a show tonight in many ways. Gets called for the foul there as Branson Devitt was looking for someone to pass it to. Under a minute to go. It's a 48-37 lead for Pottsville. Got to stick around in the postgame with address a D11sports.com player of the game. Casey Wallace will be along with the postgame interview with that. Caraballo Snowball lets it go out. It'll stay with Blue Mountain as Cade Henninger will inbound the ball. Down 11, under a minute. There's Brogan Campbell. Back iron, no good. Caraballo Snowball with the rebound. And DeCello will be looking to just dribble it out here. Foul called on Brogan Campbell. Darren Yost, really an amazing ball handler this evening. Been very impressed with the way he's able to be comfortable with the ball, pushing the pace, and finding his teammates with some assists as well.
Yeah, Darren Yost did exactly what was asked of him here tonight, was to be able to help keep the offense afloat, keep moving them, get his guys positioned, and looks like too right now, as long as Pottsville hold on, I think we're going to hear from him post-game.
There we go.
I would think that he and, of course, for Coach Wartella, I'm sure the two of them will have a lot to say, because a lot of energy was, without question, put into this game by both teams. When you get these rivalry games, you leave it all out there on the floor all day, every day.
So here's Blue Mountain. Kerstetter with behind-the-back opportunity. And who else but Darren Yost coming in for the steal. Under 30 seconds to go, 49-37. Pottsville looking to dribble it out here as Darren Yost and Rafe DeCello content with keeping it up top, a little bit of short passing game. Caraballo Snowball dribbling it out. Blue Mountain fans heading to the door. 8 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Caraballo Snowball dribbling. Your final score will be 49-37. Pottsville with the huge win, staying undefeated in Schuylkill League play.
Mike, this was everything we could have hoped for in a rivalry game, and we got to give a quick shout out to the Blue Mountain Eagles. They played hard. You can, even though there were sloppy moments early in the game, missed shots, turnovers, but you could sit there and say about the Blue Mountain Eagles is that because of their missed shots early, it cost them here late. But you got to give Pottsville credit; they were a lot more efficient with the basketball. I felt like they moved the basketball around a lot better. So, but overall, for the Crimson Tide fans that were able to make the trip here tonight, they definitely got their money's worth. But one final thing about the Blue Mountain Eagles, they're not going to go away just yet. This team, despite now 2 losses against Pottsville, if they can take care of business the rest of the way, maybe these two teams can meet once again here before season's end.
What I love about this rivalry is all the players after the game are high-fiving each other.
Yes.
Yeah, we did the handshake line, but then they go back and have a quick word. These players know each other well. They respect each other's game. It's just been a very impressive rivalry game to watch, and I've been very impressed with what I've seen so far, and a big win here for Pottsville on the night. So let's go out to our student reporter on the sideline from Lehighton High School. Casey Wallace is with head coach Jake Wartella, the winning coach tonight here for D11 Sports.
I'm here with Coach Wartella of Pottsville. Coach, what are your overall thoughts on tonight's game?
I'm happy with the outcome. Our kids played really hard, and as I said, it's never easy down here. I don't think we played our smartest basketball. We did some dumb things, but at the end of the day, our kids played really hard, made the plays down the stretch.
And, you know, everyone knows the big rivalry with Pottsville and Blue Mountain, and you won both times this year. How does that feel?
It feels great. We're happy to get another league win. It's always good to beat Blue Mountain, and as I said, it's just never easy to win down here. It's always an ugly type of game, but our kids played hard, and the outcome is what we wanted.
All right, thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Bringing it back here for just a second as we get the next interview set up, and a really great game here. Do you have the final point total for Darren Yost?
He's got 11 points.
11 points on the evening, an impressive performance, handling the ball and, of course, scoring, doing everything out there was Darren Yost. He's down on the field with Casey Wallace. He is our D11sports.com player of the game. Casey?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Darren Yost, your player of the game. What are your overall thoughts on tonight's game?
It was a little sloppy. We turned the ball over a little bit too much in the second half, but we played good defense. Our guys moved the ball. We moved around well, and it's just good to come out with a win against our rival and clinch the division.
And your player of the game, how does that feel?
It feels really good, but I need to thank my teammates, getting me open, They're always playing great defense to get me the ball when I need to, and it feels good to be player of the game.
All right, thanks. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Casey. Great post-game interview for Casey on the sideline with Darren Yost and Jake Wartella. A big win for Pottsville. They said it there, a Schuylkill League win, a rivalry win, 2-0 against Blue Mountain, 49-37. Mike, let's wrap things up here and put a bow on it because, there was a lot of missed shots for Blue Mountain, and I'm sure they're going to go work on some shooting in practice this week. But listen, impressive win for Pottsville.
Yeah, it was impressive across the board. And, when you take a look at it here, too, is that for the Blue Mountain Eagles, they have plenty of talent up and down their roster. So they have size. They certainly have players that can continue to compete in this league, game in and game out. So they are not going away. Like you said, Mike, they're going to have to go and shoot, but also too, they got to play a little tougher defense. They have to work on their defense in transition. And I liked how they started to implement some zone, but you could see their zone was getting beat a little bit. That's why they had to stick with man-to-man throughout most of the game. And on the other side for Pottsville, what can you say? This team is well coached. This team, even despite some sloppiness, that even though they didn't play their best basketball, they were able to overcome their deficiencies and get the win. So, but a credit to both coaches, Coach Wirt and Coach Wartella. They do a tremendous job with their programs. They have nothing, for Coach Wirt, I know he's probably a little frustrated at the loss. He has nothing to be ashamed of. I still say the Eagles are going to be back at some point, but congrats to the Crimson Tide.
So Pottsville with the big win here on the road, 49-37. I want to thank Mike Ventola. It's been a lot of fun doing the game.
It was a great time tonight, my man. Great time.
So Sean Kelly and his crew, want to give a shout out to Kiana DeJesus and Josh Abrams running cameras tonight. Dr. Hoth of St. Luke's and Ken Sidlow of St. Luke's. We appreciate their support each and every week on all these broadcasts. Al DiCarlo, who couldn't be here tonight. I know you're watching. Hey, what's up, Al? And Dave Micah Jr. They'll be back coming up here in the next few weeks. I'll be seeing you again next week as we are doing Easton Peaburg. Looking forward to that doubleheader. And Mike, it's always fun catching up. So we'll look forward to doing it again.
It's a blast. We got a nice ride back to the Valley. So thanks for tuning in, everybody.
That's 49-37. Pottsville with the win over Blue Mountain. You've been watching the D11 Sports High School Basketball Game of the Week presented by by St. Luke Sports Medicine. Have a great night.
D11 Sports presents St. Luke Sports Medicine Game of the Week.